Hi, welcome to Children's Time. Last week during Holy Week, several people at church built a labyrinth. And the labyrinth is a circular structure that people have used for 3,500 years to pray or to meditate or just to think as they walk around in it. And one night, my friend Joan and I decided it would be perfect if we walked it in the moonlight with the twinkly lights on it. And it was a great, beautiful experience to follow the light into the center of the labyrinth, leave our burdens, and then follow it back out again. So it reminded me of the story today, which is called The Magician's Rabbit. And in today's story, Mr. Rabbit has a wonderful friend, the magician, and they do everything together. And one day they're doing a magic show, and all of a sudden, something disastrous happens, and Rabbit gets lost. He's lost. And so let's listen to the story and see how he finds his way back home again. Thank you. Magic Rabbit by Annette LeBlanc Kate. Ray and Bunny lived together in a tiny apartment in the city. They were business partners. Ray was a magician and Bunny was his loyal assistant. They were also best friends. They did everything together. Every Saturday, Ray and Bunny took the magic show downtown. But one Saturday, the sidewalk was a little more crowded than usual, and just as Ray said the magic word, and Bunny was about to leap from a hat with a spray of glittering glitter, crash! The scene became a terrible tangle of balls and stars and jugglers and magicians, hats but Bunny! Bunny, where are you? Shouted Ray. The hat was empty and Bunny was gone. Do you see Bunny running down the street? Oh dear. Meanwhile, the juggler's yapping pug dog was chasing Bunny down the street and right into the busy street. Car horns blared, bicycle bells rang. People shouted at the bunny, dodging in and out of traffic, but at last Bunny made it to the other side. But where was Ray? All Bunny could see were legs and feet. Maybe if Bunny followed them, they would lead him back to Ray. The feet led him to a beautiful, cool green park, and it was a wonderful place for a little bunny, full of squirrels to frolic with and little bits of pretzels to nibble on. But no Ray. Oh dear. Bunny wandered along the dark street thinking of Ray and wishing that they were together, settling down for dinner, or even sitting at their own little table in the kitchen. All around him, people were hurrying home to their own dinners, but no one stopped or seemed to even care about a little lost bunny. Bunny hopped along a little further and then slipped down a dark alleyway to rest. He was so tired and hungry, and he missed Ray terribly. A tear rolled down his little nose. His nose twitched, and then it twitched again, and Bunny smelled something good to eat. It was popcorn, his favorite. Bunny got mine too. Bunny got right to business. As he nibbled, he noticed something shining among the kernels. There was a shining yellow star. Bunny followed the path that the star took out of the alley and along the street and up a hill and down some stairs and through the subway station all the way to his very own hat. What's Ray doing? He's going to be so surprised. Look, he pulled his hat off and there was Bunny. The last train of the night pulled away. Only a magician and his bunny assistant were left on the platform. But two old friends never minded walking home by themselves. The end. I am so glad that Rabbit and Ray got back together. They were so delighted to be back together, weren't they? Did you notice in the story that Bunny Rabbit was cutting out stars with his teeth when they were in the first part of the story and they were sitting in their living room together? And did you notice that Ray dropped stars everywhere he went so that Bunny Rabbit might have a place to follow, a trail to follow? And he had a hard time. I guess Bunny Rabbit went into the city to try to find Ray. And I don't think he would have found the stars if he hadn't found that popcorn. Popcorn again. It was very inviting for a rabbit. And suddenly saw the stars and he followed them. And he found Ray's hat, got in, and then they were reunited. What a wonderful story. One of the Gospels today is from 1 John 1 and verses 2 to 2. And in it, he says, God is light, and in him there is no darkness. So, just as we saw Ray leaving a path for Bunny to follow of stars that lit up, God gives us a path to follow also as we do his work. He lights our way. If we get lost in the darkness and we're doing things that we're not supposed to be doing, we're lying, we're not listening, then that light isn't there. But all we have to do to get it back is just ask for God's forgiveness and ask him to help us, and he will be back. You know, our parents do, and our friends do a lot of things to help us. They may teach us our telephone numbers or our address so that we can get home if we get lost. They may leave the porch light on to welcome us, or even give us a little cell phone so that we can call them and let them know where we are or that we need some help if we need help. Isn't that wonderful? So let God shine within you, just as the light shined in the labyrinth and the stars shone for Bunny Rabbit. And have a wonderful week. And may God's light be with you all week long. And may you feel loved and cared for by him because he does love and care for you. Have a great week and amen.